pod, which is always a treat.
All right. Whenever you're ready, there you go.
Cool. So we just got out of results on our second challenge. The challenge was code names. I was the spy master, the clue giver, the guy with all the answers, what have you. And we won. We won the whole thing. So it came down to tiebreaker. Both teams got all of their clues correctly without choosing a clue of the other side or any penalty words. So it ultimately came down to who gave the fewest clues. I tried to give as many 2 clues as I could. It was only down to the last 2 when I started giving 1 clues because I knew that I could give pretty good 2 clues. So we managed in 6 guesses. They got 7. 6 is less than 7. We're safe. So I feel really, really good about it. I kind of came into this round worried about, my challenge performance, my social standing. I ran a bunch of data today to try to quantify that and make me feel better about it, and it didn't work. And so spending 2 hours on a call with people, playing code names to practice, we actually landed on something that I do as a clue giver that everyone picked up on, and they were able to use it right back because one of the words in our test set was actually on the board, which was fantastic. But I feel like I'm better socially with people after this round. I feel like I'm proving myself more as an asset that you'd want to have in your casino, on your team, at the table. I'm going to roll a bunch of 7s, and everyone's going to make a ton of money. And that's my piece.
All right. So, how are you kind of touched on this a bit, but how are you adapting to the social complexity of Ascendance?
That's a great question. The beauty of Ascendance is because everybody can talk to everybody, everybody's talking to everybody, and everyone is dealing with the fact that they need to be talking to everybody. And there's right now 18 people in the game. So that's 17 conversations that I've got going on. I right before right after the put on your clothes challenge and before results for that was when I messaged Erica, who was the last person that I needed to talk to. And I was like, everyone's got 1 or 2 people who they don't really have conversations with. And this is the point where that's no longer acceptable. You need to be talking to everybody. Ideally something every day. I don't think I'm landing on that, but you want to talk to the people that you want to continue to talk to, at least just a little check-in every day. And it's going to be sooner rather than later where that truly is everybody. I can't keep up 17 conversations. Maybe I can keep up 12. We'll see.
Sorry, my Skype was lagging for a second.
Skype's not working. I can't imagine.
Truly. So, since there's a captain challenge every round, have you been is your goal to win one of those? What's the goal if you win one of those? Would you set someone up to go home? What would be your plan?
So I actually, Warren accused me of throwing. He made a half-hearted joke about this is what happens when you throw, is you get put on a. He was insinuating that I was in trouble, which I felt like I was a little bit, and insinuated that the vibe was Jack threw the damn challenge. I did not throw that challenge. I was just bad at it. So I'm definitely not going to go and throw challenges. I don't think that's ever going to be my style. I feel like I'm too born and raised in the Survivor world where you throw a challenge and it comes back to bite you. You do poorly in a challenge and people think you threw it and it comes back to bite you. So I'm definitely going to try them all, even if just so I know what it is and I can kind of weigh where I feel like other people are going to do. If I did win a captain's challenge and I was able to form a casino of my own liking, I think the way you want to do it is you want to form a notable majority with a divisive minority, to where a couple of people are going to work together and pick one of the other people. I don't know who specifically I would want to go after. I also know the other thing with the captain's challenge is all captains attend eliminations with a vote and no way to get voted out. So then that turns into like, who's the other captain? That's another voting block. What would I want to do with that? So a lot to consider here. Honestly, between how I've been doing in challenges and the comp beasts that we seem to have on this side, like I'm not expecting to be a captain for a little bit. So hopefully this is all just sort of theoretical, but down the road, crowd's going to thin out. Maybe the challenge will be whoever has the most J's in their name gets to advance, and it's a 4-way tie. There's 4 J's, right? Jack, Josh, Julian, and Jen. That'd be fun. I almost started a group chat for the 4 of us, just like, hey, I wanted to start this because all of our names start with J. Let's hang out. And I might still do that. Maybe if we're all on the same side, I'll do it.
All right. So who have you kind of connected with so far? Who would you say you trust a lot, would want to work with moving forward?
I would say my best, like, on paper path people to talk to is the Josh and Alex and Andrew and I chat, the 2-pair aces high. I really like, I need to do some house stuff. Tea. Absolutely tea. Every time I look at my kitchen, I just sort of back up. And I'm like, I need to. I have a shrine to cardboard right now next to my trash because I have so many different soda boxes, and I just need to do like a bulk recycling trip. But that has nothing to do with my game in Descendants. Maybe it's a good luck charm. Maybe I'm going to take all my recycling out and shit's going to go sideways. So I forgot the question. Who am I close with? Who do I like? What's my sort of vibe? The 3 of them I really like. I think it's a good information flow. Things I'm hearing from them, I feel like are tried and true, and they all trust me, and I trust them. I also really like Warren, and I think that's sort of an angle we can work with. I like Rayanne a lot, and I really enjoy talking with Erica. Erica and I think we're giving each other a lot. So that's about it. People who I'm not sure if I trust because I know that they're crafty are Tawny and Christopher and Brian. And I like all of them, but I know that they're smart and they know what they're talking about. Same with Jen. And I think Drew right now is like the social butterfly of the season. Everybody loves Drew. And I love Drew, so I think he's great. But I can tell, like, he posted that video and it got all those reacts. So we'll see how that goes, but I can tell he could be someone who could be socially adept, and I don't think we had a great opening call, so I would like to maybe either fix that or make it not my problem anymore.
All right. So moving on, kind of if everybody gambled their vote at an elimination and you had the sole like vote to eliminate, who would you want it to be against and why?
If I had the sole vote and everyone else gambled, I would be worried. But that's beside the point. That's not the spirit of this question. If everyone ever gambled their vote and it was just me, I feel like my next thing would be like, all right, what gives? Why didn't I? Why did you all do that? Or you just? Well, we'll get there. If I got to decide decisively who went home, with it being kind of a mystery as who did it, I don't know. I don't want to give like a cagey answer of, oh, it depends on who's up for grabs and who's on there. I would want it to be someone where it doesn't quite come back to me, who's maybe sort of on my vibe, and doesn't do it with me. I think Brian's an easy answer just because I don't think anyone would be shocked. I think Kendall's an easy answer because I don't think anyone would be shocked. But yeah, I guess one of those 2 I think are going to be next to go, especially since they're both on they're on the Flamingo. I think one of them's going to Flaming and the other one's going to go.
All right. Speaking of gambling votes, you haven't gone to an elimination yet. Congrats.
Thank you.
But have you kind of thought about gambling your vote whenever the time comes? Like, what's kind of your plan with that?
I've certainly thought about it. I think it is a gamble to gamble your vote. And as much as I would like to, feel confident and feel like, oh, this is going to come in handy in the future, you can only gamble your vote once. The most that's going to get you is an extra vote. And the least it's going to get you is fingers pointed your way as, don't trust Jack, he gambled his vote. It's so clear that he gambled his vote. We don't want Jack on our side. We can't trust the guy. I'm leaning more against it than for it, but 2 people have already gambled their vote. I'd be shocked if there isn't at least one more gamble in the next round. So we'll see. It's hard to say because I've kind of got it in the back of my head like maybe I'll gamble, but like what if it's a 4-3 or something and I gamble my vote and it goes to a tie or something and they can't resolve the tie and it's rocks and I go home. That'd be awful.
All right. I think that's all the questions I kind of have for now, and that's so unless you have anything else you want to add, then it's up to you.
I'm feeling pretty good. It's going well. I hope all the folks at home who are watching this, or the folks after the game who decide to watch all the confessionals, I hope you guys are having a good time, enjoying your day.
All right, then I'm gonna